Mohenjo-daro, Harappa mattum illa. What we read is just Mohenjo-daro, ade arachamaava arachin Mohenjo-daro, Harappa. Every day there are new inventions. WhatsApp na, the Twitter na, the Facebook na, every day they are finding out something, no? But ana pada pustakatha the history books, the same material will be printed for 25 years, 30 years. அது எப்படிப்பா? ஒரு நாளைக்கு Facebook கண்டுபிடிச்சா ரெண்டாவது நாளைக்கு வாட்ஸ்அப் கண்டுபிடிக்கிறாங்க, அதுக்கப்புறம் வாட்ஸ்அப் கண்டுபிடிப்பாங்க, and what's going to be app கண்டுபிடிப்பாங்க. But the history syllabus alone for 30 years will be the same book. ஒரு இடத்துல பிரிண்ட் கொஞ்சம் மக்கி இருந்ததுன்னா அதே மாதிரி மக்கி இருக்கும் அடுத்த வருஷத்துலயும். What is happening in India? Why don't these books get revamped? Why doesn't the truth come to the front? So, after the discovery of Saraswati civilization in the early part of the 19th century, there have been 2,400 archaeological sites, mind you. And these have been excavated. The recent ones have been dated as old as 7,500 CE. So Max Muller வந்து ரிக்வேதத்துக்கு காலம் 1200 BCE அப்படின்னா it doesn't mean that he is the gospel. He wanted to raise down everything and bring India's history within that period. And unfortunately, அவன் பித்ருலோகத்துல இருக்கானோ நரக லோகத்துல இருக்கானோ, this Saraswati civilization would be just a heart attack for him. அவன் பாதி பிராணம் விட்டு அவனுக்கு after the discovery of Saraswati civilization, see how wrong he has been. 1200 is the date that he assigned to Rigveda, and now the date is 7500 CE. இன்னொரு 10 வருஷம் கழிச்சு, if you find out some other sites, it might go on to 10,000 BCE. Before BCE is before the common era. We don't use the terms BC and AD. Suppose என்ன மாதிரி உங்களுக்கு history தெரியாத யாராவது இங்க இருந்தாங்கன்னா, I'm just reiterating for them. BC and AD are no more in use. Common era and before common era, CE and BCE are what in use. So 7,500 years munnadi it's been dated, BCE. So as a civilization, India is the oldest. That itself makes it a superpower. How can it be a superpower? ஒரு வருஷம் ஒரு 10,000 வருஷம் ஒரு நேஷன் இருந்ததுன்னா, can you call it a superpower? What is important is its economy. So next, go to the global trade. Global trade, look at this PowerPoint. Economic powerhouse. As an economic powerhouse, until the British arrived, India had been the strongest GDP wise. So this is as per Contours of World Economy by Angus Maddison. That is the book reference. In 1 CE, GDP percentage patiya 32.02%, which means 33,750 million out of 1 lakh million. India's share alone is 32.02% of the world GDP in 1 CE. 1000 years later, 1000 CE, 28.03%. Konja da koranjirukku. And 1700 CE, that's why we say 1700 years we have been a superpower. 1700 CE, India's share of GDP was 24.43%. That is 90,750 million out of 3,71,000 million. Which means India's share, her share, hovered anywhere around 1/3 to 1/4. But now, that is even after Islamic incursions, even after so much of misappropriation of wealth, எவ்வளவோ கோடியா Muhammad Ghaznaயும் Muhammad Ghoriயும் எடுத்துன்னு போகியும், India's economy was so high. But then, scene changes அப்படியே உல்டா. In 1950 CE, India's share, you know how much it was? From 24%, it comes to 4% after the British arrives. Economy wise, from 24%, it comes to 4%. That is, if you want it in figures, 2,22,222 million out of 53 million world GDP. Why did this happen? India's economy grew after the British came. After the British colonial empire, India was in misery when British, all this is so well chronicled. India's misery under the British is so well chronicled. What about India's superiority before British arrived? Why is this an untold story? Why this remains an untold story? why didn't we know that India was a superpower all these 1700 years? இது just historical evidence படியே அதுக்கு